Sorry about the noise. I'm parked under the Avonmouth Bridge and there's an expansion gap right above me. I feel sorry for the houses. It's very loud. Anyway, what I wanted to talk to you about is being single and having our views. That is, it depends on what part of the political spectrum you are as to what you would label us as. If you're to the left, you call us far right. If you're far right, you would call us a centrist. You get the meaning. But anyway, in today's society, having common sense views and being single makes you fairly undateable, I think. Also, it takes a certain amount of effort on the person who's single's part to go out and find somebody. Fall over there a little bit. I don't know about you, but once you start to get on the train, if you like, of working out that the government isn't in our interest, the doctors aren't in our interest, that everything you see and read isn't what it is, then you'll find talking to somebody who's still completely within that package tiresome, annoying, irritating, and there would be conflict. And you realise that there are so many of them out there, and you actually think there's more of them than there are, because many who have our views won't speak their views for fear of what might happen. I get that, sort of, although it's not really ever affected me because I don't give two fucks. But I go onto the dating sites, and anybody who's pulling the pout, gone. Anybody who's got "I've had my vax," gone. Anybody who's got Ukraine colours, gone. Anybody who's got filters, gone. Because anybody who has filters is a fucking liar. Simple as that. And there's so many other things. And then anybody who has like a picture of their kids in the dating app, gone. Why would you do that? You know. And there's a whole line of things. And after that, you then get to the mad people. Or if you've been single as long as I have, which was 2016, then you've been on and off dating sites losing the will to live, as many of you probably have as well. And you know, you've been here forever, or you keep coming back, or you've got mad eyes. Some of the lads will understand what I mean, and some of the women might get it, but if you don't, have a look for the ones like this. Generally speaking, not wired up right, or happy. Fucking nutters. Leave them alone. Stay well away. And women, if you see a bloke looking extra shiny, right? Okay, top off, very slick back, like fashy hair, you know, the latest haircuts. If he is the latest whatever, walk away. He's not he can't make his own or go his own way. He has to follow the pack. Not good. So that aside, you think to yourself, predominantly speaking, a lot of women lean to the left. This is what statistics show. So that makes life slightly difficult. But I said to my mate, I think that's it. Now, permanently, I think I'm going to be single for the rest of my days, because I can't imagine finding anybody that won't say, do you want to watch EastEnders, or do you want to watch Coronation Street, or do you want to go to a car boot sale this weekend, or we've got to go over and see my mum and listen to the fact that she's had her 17th fucking jab and that she's flying the Ukraine. You see where I'm coming from? The more you find out, the more you learn, the less patience you have. The longer you spend on your own, with your house being tidy, you know where everything is, right? And you can put your hand to anything, and there's peace and quiet, and you can have downtime. And obviously we've got the lose it or use it thing. That's the use it or lose it. Now, I was led to believe that if you didn't use it, it'd stop working, right? That's not the case. However, I think I've reverted back to the same mentality as when I was a kid, right? Bear with and I'll explain, because it's not fucked up. When I was, I don't know, 14, 15, 16, I was more preoccupied, in my case, of going out on my bike, seeing my mates, building a den, or doing stuff like that. The girls' part was like, yeah, they look nice, but whatever. They've probably got girl fleas or whatever. Leave them alone. That's kidding, by the way. And then obviously you get to the stage where the hormones take over, and then everything's possible, right? And you know, you just literally you're just mad for it, right? But it gets to a stage where you get a bit older, and I think that basically speaking, that you've gone without it long enough that you haven't died. Because that's obviously the immediate thought, that when you're in your 30s and you're getting it all the time, the very thought of you not being able to get it is, well, I might as well kill myself. And that's a joke, by the way, as well. But when you've been without it long enough and you realise you didn't die, you have to work about the offset of, that's nice, I like that stuff, but what about all the aggravation that goes with it? What about all the time I lose doing the things that I like? What about all the peaceful time that I actually now enjoy would be ruined for this pretty thing that gives me nice stuff? And I'm doing the trade-off at the moment. I don't know if any of you have done this. And you think, pretty nice boobies, we'll just talk about the physical here, not the mental, okay? Personal space, peace and quiet, know where everything is, don't get told to change my flat to suit. So far boobies have lost this one, because it's not as if you're living in it the entire time, is it? It's the boobies are nice for a little while, right? And the other fun is nice for a while, but then you got the rest of the day. Now, here's the kicker. If you found somebody on your wavelength that's good fun with boobies, then peace and quiet is not winning the battle here. But you have to find something at my age, right? You could find the prettiest and the most shapely woman, absolutely gorgeous to look at, but if she said Ukraine, all of a sudden she's an ugly bastard, in my mind. I have just seen that the head on it, in here, is so utterly devoid of any critical thinking that she's the dumb fuck. And women who are like that are not appealing. But I know there's women out there that aren't like that. But I'm imagining that most of them are taken because they're like gold dust. They're like rocking horse shit. Hen's teeth. You get the meaning, right? So here is the dilemma. And I believe it's the same for you women. Do you want to be with some narcissistic bastard that spends more time in the mirror than you do, that actually has more product on him than you do, that believes in the vax, the Ukraine lockdown and all of the other things, watches the BBC and God, whatever else, and is a complete follower? Worse still, slightly effeminate and not very masculine at all. So literally, if you get a punch of women, you're changing the wheel, not him. I should imagine that's not very appealing, I have to say. So, I mean, what this should be is a right-wing dating club. Now, there isn't one, obviously, because it would be inundated with lefties trying to cause division and hatred. And not just that, the system itself wouldn't want, God forbid, right-wing people finding love, being happy and networking. God fuck no. So here's where we are. Now, I put this out here because I'm guessing there's a few of you out there that may actually struggle with the same thoughts that I do about this. Yeah, I would love to meet somebody that's fun, that likes their own time, self-sufficient, doesn't need me around all the time, right? Can do most of the things for herself, although, you know, some help would be appreciated at times, in the same way that I can do pretty much 99.9% of things for myself. I can even go and fuck myself. I've done this many a times when requested. But it would be nice to have somebody there who's on your wavelength. Somebody who's got your back and you have theirs. Somebody who's loyal and you're loyal. Somebody who likes their country. Somebody who respects traditional values. Somebody who knows what a woman is. And for the women, somebody who knows what a man's place is. All of these things. And in a crazy world like today where men are women and women are men, though they're not, although they're meant to be, all right, we are literally on our own. And it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack, I think, for many people. So let me know what you think in the comments. As I say, I've pretty much given up. Because literally, I mean, I live close to Bristol. Bristol's like my most left-wing place there is. Honestly, it's fucking awful. And you can see it. You drive through, you can just feel the hatred. It's fucking great. But also, the dating sites are either full of women who are still part of the system, And there are some damaged people. There's damaged men and women on there. And also for you women, there's some blokes out there that are just literally still married, trying to get the ride and lying. And lads, if you're doing that, don't do that. You're a cunt if you do that. Listen, if you've got a woman at home, right, be faithful to her. I never used to be when I was young, so I fucked up my first relationship when I shouldn't have done, although I did leave her, right? But she's a lovely woman. We're best friends now, and I've got to say, if I went back with my head now, no, I wouldn't have done what I did. But it's all part of growing up, I guess. But you get that back in karma, by the way. You know, I've paid the price for that over the years. I think I definitely have. But there you go. But yeah, so if you are men out there, if you are single, just be straight. And women, just be straight. And you might not get so much interest, but I think the ones that you will get, you better quality. But yeah, as I say, I'll give up. Not just that, the other problem is doing what I do. If you met somebody who wasn't politically minded, they'll say that you're going to bring trouble to the door. We don't need this. You need to stop. And my answer to that would be, there's the door, fuck off. That's kind of another problem, you see. But I just thought I'd put that out there as a bit of a thought, bit of a question. You know, it hasn't always got to be totally political, although I suppose some of that was. And let me know what you think in the comments. I do like to listen to you, or listen. I do like to read your comments, even from a dyslexic's point of view, because I have to read them twice, 3 times. So I was like, did they really say that? No, they didn't say that at all. Oh, that's what they meant. Yeah, it is fun. But yeah, happy Friday. And I'll see you in a bit.